What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Where do I start? Obviously the drift Matsuri we had last weekend was awesome fun, but it was also super hard on the car, and the result of that is that we've broken a lot of things. To start with, we blew the head gasket, third gear synchro went, the hydraulic handbrake's broken, and our fuel pump is basically stuffed. It was really a very hot weekend, so it is what it is. That's drifting. Obviously we've got the Adam LZ event coming up, and so we need to get the car back up and running for that event. Positives are that the actual body of the car came out perfect, not a scratch on it. It looks great, which is awesome. I'm super happy about that. Everything runs still, but it's in a pretty sad state. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip the engine out, we're going to put a new gearbox and a new head gasket on the M52. I did a bit of a compression test last night, and the test wasn't too bad. I can't actually even see that there is a blown head gasket via the compression test. Really, a couple of cylinders were down about 5 psi, so I'm guessing that maybe there's a bit of a crack in the head gasket between those cylinders. I've never pulled an M52 apart before, funnily enough. I usually just replace them with another junkyard motor, but this time I've ordered a new head gasket and brand new studs, and we're going to put a new gasket and studs in this thing, and she's going to love life. So today we're going to start tearing it apart and pulling the engine out, and yeah, I'm going to take you guys with us. Let's do this. Literally one of my favourite things about BMWs or the E36s is that you can take the whole front of the car off and then you just lift the motor up slowly and roll the whole car back. It's so good. So now that we've got the front off, just need to undo all the lines connecting to the engine mounts, gearbox mounts, shifter, which is very easy. Strap it to the garage, lift it up slightly, and we'll just roll the whole car back. It's mad. Oh, Dan's here. Hey Dan.
Hi.
This
Hi
is
guys.
A rare sighting of Dan helping with the E36. Alright, let's get this done. Alright, so we've attached all the lines, and now the only thing left is to pull the engine out, and we don't have a crane, so we've got this super sketchy setup, and I'm pretty unsure whether it's going to work. It's either going to work or it's going to pull down my whole garage, so... for a little bit thought we might not get it out. That's us done for the night. It's pissing with rain outside. We got the engine out, which I think is a massive feat because it's only taken probably 2 hours. We're going to rip the head off this, chuck a new head gasket in it, new gearbox on it, check the clutch, and then chuck her right back in when we took her out. So it's going to be another day when you guys see me not so hot and sweaty, but we'll get right back into it. So see you then. Peace. And just like that, it is another day. And now we are taking the M52 B28 apart. So here she is. We're about to take the inlet manifold off. Dave's here helping. He's generously offered to provide his services so that we can get this thing done. But you need to go check out Dave's channel before we start, because he has the naturally aspirated M52 B28 E36, the white one that we drift with. Check it out if you want to see how to build a seat time car, because that thing is freaking mad. But now, so we're going to take the inlet manifold off. We have to take anything connected to the head off under the inlet manifold, and of course we're going to clean everything up under there as well, take the opportunity to make it nice. And then from there we're going to have to watch a couple of YouTube videos ourselves to kind of see how to actually do this whole thing. But let's walk you guys down here. So we have a brand new head gasket, brand new head studs. We're just running a stock head gasket and stock studs at the moment. Of course I was going to go MLS head gasket, also multi-lad steel with ARP studs, which is what you should do, but we don't have time to get the head or the block decked or machined. so it's a better option for us to run with a stock head gasket to make sure everything's sealed. We're only running 10 pound and we're getting a great amount of power from that, so 10 psi stock head gasket all day every day, especially if it's brand new, so we're good to go with that. Also, the old Mankey hydraulic handbrake here, she's done us well for the past 2 years. She's getting swapped out for a nice new hydro handbrake, which I'm super excited about. Sits well with my Elmatic shifter, my Elmatic solid mounted shifter, which is awesome, and that's the handbrake issue solved. I'm also going to chuck some new brake calipers in the rear. Last but not least, to solve our diff bolt problem, we have 12.9 grade bolt diff bolts here. It's bigger than the stock bolt because I drilled it out. It's also 12.9 grade, so it's super strong, and we have a 9-lock bolt so that it can't come loose. We've got 4 of those so that we can take them to the track in case we ever break one, but I feel like there's no chance of that, touch wood. But for now, let's get into the tear down of this M52 B28. Alrighty, so we have all the Vanos removed. We basically have everything removed that we need to take the head off. So now all we have to do is undo the head studs and lift it, which is quite an exciting moment, and really this has been very simple, which has been surprising to me. Chain. Oh, we need to grab that. Alright, so we got the head off. Everything here looks great. The pistons look awesome, like super clean. There's no real crazy marks on the bores or anything like that. So super happy about that. And here's the head gasket, and you can literally just see here on the 3rd cylinder, you can see the carbon marks on the rings. Everything else is like nice and shiny right along, and on the 3rd cylinder here you can see that cylinder pressure has been sneaking past the ring and into the water galleries, and that's how we were getting pressure building in the cooling system. So super simple, not really a bad break really. I've seen a lot worse, but you can definitely see that yeah, it was a problem. Tomorrow morning we will be back. We're going to put this thing in sick, so I'm actually stoked. We decided to do this because we're going to have a super reliable car for the LZ event and round 1 of competition, so stoked. See you in the morning. Peace. Woo! And we're back. Another day. We've got our coffee. Feeling good. We're heading to the auto parts store. Super cheap, shout out. We need to grab a torque wrench, otherwise we can't torque the head down. And that's kind of important amongst a couple of other things. So we're going to grab that. We're going to go back. We're going to put the head on. We're going to put the new gearbox on. We're going to put that frickin' thing in the car. I'm excited. We're going to get that engine in the car, aren't we? Smash it out. 3 hours. We'll be done. Yep. Let's do this. Put the counter on right now. The timer. Go. Alright, so when you're putting a head gasket in, you want to get the mating surfaces as clean as possible. So I got the Scotch-Brite on the drill. We've already done the block. She's all nice and clean. And now we're about to buzz the head. We've got all the mating surfaces clean. I gave the manifold a quick lick of paint with some high temperature black because it was starting to rust, and now it looks so much nicer. Same with the turbo and the J-pipe. Just quickly, I'm going to do a full rundown on how to turbo your BMW or your M50 series engine while the engine's out in another video. So if you guys are wanting to see that, keep an eye out because that's coming out soon. How to turbo your car. So we have the brand new head gasket sitting in place, and I'm super stoked. It just looks great. Everything is super clean. It's not a 20-year-old gasket anymore. It is a brand new gasket, so we should be good for a while now.
Alright guys, so I got torque wrench, brand spanking new one. So I think, was it 30 Newton meters for the first click and then 90 and 90.
And then 90 degrees.
Pretty easy.
Which Dave's freaked out about, but. Done.
All done.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Was that a mission?
Not really a mission, I just hear so many stories of M52s when you do stuff to the heads or blocks or whatever, of them going wrong and having to time set the blocks or the thread, like threading the blocks. But alright, so I'm taking the opportunity to give the engine bay a quick clean because the engine's not in, so that's pretty rad. So I've gone ahead and degreased the whole engine bay. Lots of degreaser. Much degreaser, and now we're going to spray it off and then it'll be all nice and clean. The engine will be good to go back in. And just like that, she's clean. Rad. Alright, push it back down. Put the engine in. Woof, what a mission. Let's do this. And we are ready to go in the hole. And look, we've got a less dodgy setup this time because it's a block and tackle and there's a bit of support up there. Happy with it?
No.
Good, let's do it. In the hole. That was super easy, as it always is, and our super jiggy setup worked. So terrifying, but terrifying is fun. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. And just like that, it's another day, and I've kind of skipped ahead, sorry guys, and I just put a bunch of stuff together. It's just the boring stuff. Put the turbo setup back on, put all the inlet manifold back on, just the same as it was when we took it off, and all the wiring back together. And now we've done enough that we can see if it starts, and I have no idea whether we got the timing right or not, so Damon's going to do the honours. One more time for good fun. It runs, which is a good start. I have a feeling that I may have got the timing maybe slightly wrong in the cams, is what it sounds like, because it's not running perfectly smoothly, so yep, that's always fun. Alright, so far so good. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Alright, it's another day, and in fact it is the night before we leave for Queensland, and I'm still struggling to get the car timed properly. And some of you guys will laugh at me, but I wasn't using the appropriate tools, and apparently you have to use the appropriate tools. So of course, as in spectacular fashion as we always do, we leave things to the last minute. Damon has bought the cam lockers, or the whole Vanos kit over, which is the exact kit that we need. Shout out to G for hooking that up, by the way. And now we're properly timing the engine, and it turns out that we had the exhaust cam one tooth out, and so it was running like rubbish. I've completed everything else on the car, so once it's running well, it's good to go, other than needing a clean because I hate having a dirty car. And then we can load it up and head off for Queensland, but we are definitely cutting it close. Cross your fingers for us. We're properly timing the engine at the moment, and then we're going to hit that start button in a couple of minutes and see if she runs how we want it to run. But yeah, so let's get this done.
Hey Cole. What's going on? You a good boy? So Mike, ready to go.
Plug the cool packs in.
You need spark, Mike?
Yes.
You've got fuel and air.
Alright guys, that's a wrap on that video. We've got the car on the trailer, everything's loaded up and we're good to go to Queensland tomorrow. For a minute there it looked like we weren't going to make it, but you know, Damon came through with the timing kit and we got the engine timed. The car's good to go, so we just need to chuck new spark plugs in it when we get to the event and just double check over the whole car, make sure we're super happy. But other than that, yeah, hopefully hard work pays off and we just drive the whole event with no issues, fingers crossed. So next video we'll be heading to Queensland, super stoked. Can't wait to drive the event with Adam LZ and all the rest of the crew and Luke Fink, so shout out to all them, it's going to be mad. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram @SmartBlack. Peace.